We've arrived at Jerry's Artarama. Yay! Let me park. We got here safe and sound. Well, good morning, everyone. It is now Saturday morning, and I hope you don't mind a little bit of background noise. I do want to share with you what I picked up at my first visit ever to a Jerry's Artarama store. I was so excited, and I still am excited. The whole adrenaline of just visiting a true art store is still with me, and I would love to share with you what I purchased. I just want to say that the staff at the West Hartford, Connecticut store was so friendly, knowledgeable, and very patient with me because while I'm not new to watercolor, I'm new to an actual art store, like actually touching all the biggest, latest, and greatest brands, and the prices were very, very low compared to online. And my goodness, I gave myself a budget of $100 and I came in under at, can you believe that? I came in under at $85.91. So, and look at the savings. I could not believe what I was able to purchase at a true art store. I felt this way last year when I went to a Dig Blick, when I accompanied my mom, who actually came with me as well this time. But after her medical appointment, we went to the local Dig Blick. I even Googled it, and it was right down the street. But I was limited for time. I was only in there for like 20 minutes. So it was like, what do you get? I got $50. What can you get? So yeah, I already shared that with you guys. But here, I was able to spend about 2 hours, and it was glorious. All right, so I'm going to share with you a collective haul on top of what I have. Okay, I'm going to begin with the paper. And the first place I pick up my favorite paper is Walmart online. They sometimes have these median 7x10 blocks as low as $11.95, although it's been months since I've seen it go down that low. These two, $13.95 a piece compared to $15 or $16.95 on Amazon. So a few dollars does make a difference, and they're here in 2 days, so 2-day shipping. And then an in-person purchase from Walmart. I just picked up some fun looking Sharpie felt tip markers. Here you might hear a little bit of background noise. My neighbor, I think, is going to be celebrating her daughter's birthday this weekend, so you might hear a little bit of that in the background. But then I did open up the package, but I have not tried any of these markers yet. I went ahead and tapped into my inner lettering artist self and purchased for the first time some Zebra mild liner brush pens. And back in the day when I was heavy into lettering, the lettering gods and goddesses used these brush markers all the time, especially in the color gray, because you can layer watercolor, especially liquid watercolor, on top of it, and it would blend beautifully. All right, so let's go ahead and put these away for now. I'll come back to these at another time. Today is just sharing the goods. I don't think I'll be doing any swatching. All right, I did get this set of Kuretake Gansai Tambi Starry Colors as well. This is from Amazon now. And I got this set at the same time that I got the Buku Undu colors, the Kuretake Graphite set, and the Opal colors. The Opal colors, though, I went to just go get them real quick. I already ripped into them, and they work beautifully with the graphite colors. You guys already saw the beautiful art that I created with these, so I can't wait to share with you what I'll do with these beautiful Japanese colors. All right, so I got those, bit of a collective haul there. And then as far as paper from Amazon is concerned, this is all, well, not all. Most of it is, though, repeat purchases. I got a new sketchbook from the Canson XL Mixed Media Rough line. And I'll be trying out for the first time the spiral bound 7x10 size in their XL watercolor paper line as well. I usually use the 9x12 pad, which ironically I picked up at Jerry's. A restock of my current go-to paper for watercolor and doodles, the B pack of 50 6x9 sheets. And then, excuse me, for new paper to try, new to me at least, This isn't necessarily for wet media, and I already opened it up because curiosity got the best of me. I was just interested because of the cover weight of the paper, 184 pound, and the color, the toned gray mixed media from the Strathmore 400 series. It just looked really interesting. The texture of the paper, the weight. I've seen some wonderful artists create beautiful gouache pieces with this paper, so I'm interested. All right, you might hear my son and his toys in the background. So, some new to me mixed media paper from the 500 series is this 90 pound cover weight sketchbook here, and it's 100% cotton. So it is quite thin, but again, I'm okay with that. This is just all exploratory, very budget friendly, and what I do is I give myself a budget of $50 a month. And if I don't buy something one month, because you guys see in my videos, my haul videos are very few and far in between. So sometimes that $50 turns into $100, $150. And this time I went into Jerry's, Amazon, and Etsy. Charge! So I also picked up more 500 series paper from Strathmore. This is their 5x7 ready cut watercolor paper in a pack of 25. So that does it for paper. Just looking around to make sure I didn't miss anything. Nope, looks like I am all good now. Let me go ahead and settle myself in so we can go over the watercolors that I purchased. Okay, let's begin with Renaissance Polska handmade Polish watercolors. These are honey-based, intense, vibrant watercolors. This is the other Polish brand no one seems to talk about, but I'm here to tell you they are amazing. So some of these colors are repeat buys and some of them are new to me, and I'm super excited about that. I have my collection of the 15 ml tubes here, and I have their half pans spread across several palettes because they are absolutely wonderful. This is actually my main Renaissance Polska palette. Most of them come from the 15 ml tube colors, and then I have some of the half pans here and the other half over here spread across my mostly Winsor & Newton and core watercolors over here. So they work really well with other respective watercolors. So I guess I just wanted to show off a little bit because I love to share new watercolors whenever I can. All right, so the colors that I got here. All right, my friends, let's go ahead and have a seat here. I brought you down a little closer so you can see everything up close. So the first new color to the 15 ml tube lineup is Raw Sienna, and this is a PBR7 Earth Pigment color. I also have this color in their half pan formulation, which is also a PBR7, and I woke this color up because I'm interested to see how they both compare. I don't know if I'll do this in this video or just offline and then share it with you guys later, but we'll see. But I do have both versions, and I already have, well, you know what, let's go ahead and pour this color, ooh, okay, into the half pan. These are intense honey-based colors, so a little bit goes a long way. And you can see a difference here, especially as the sun begins to come back out again. The way they look in the half pan versus the color that came out from the tube. All right, so I'm eager to see what the differences are. Let me go ahead and put those aside. I also have some half pans here that I woke up. These are colors from the 15 ml tubes that I squeezed into half pans that I now have in half pans. Hope that made sense. All right, back to the tubes. I've only ever had their version, Renaissance version of a Potter's Pink, so I've never been able to compare it to other Potter's Pink, but I do know that from what I've seen in other videos and other swatches online, this one seems to be fairly weak at PR 233. But when I mix it with other colors, especially the blues and the browns, oh my gosh, even the yellows, it's so beautiful. So it's worth to have as backup. And spoiler alert, I now have another version of this color in another major professional range brand, so I'm super excited about that. Another new to me color that I cannot wait to mix with is Manganese Violet. This color was always sold out. I don't know how April was able to bring it back in stock and have it long enough for me to buy it, but I'm so happy that I grabbed it. So Manganese Violet PV16. This color is in my favorite convenience mixture, or one of my favorite convenience mixtures that this brand offers, Ultramarine Violet, PV29 and PV16. It is so beautiful. Let me just show you really quickly. Well, you already saw, but this is what that color looks like. A little bit goes a long way. And the Potter's Pink looks really beautiful too. All right, so Mineral Violet. I gotta have my Mineral Violet. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not starting over, but yep, I have my Mineral Violet here. This is all I had left in a half pan, and I'm sure that this will last me quite some time, but gotta have a backup, because when I mix this with the browns and the blues and even yellows, oh my lord, beautiful stuff happens. Beautiful greens happen when I mix the transparent yellow PY150 with all the beautiful blues that I have. So I have that, and then chromium yellow hue. This is my favorite semi-opaque yellow, Hansa yellow, says here, PY74. Beautiful color, you guys. All right, so colors that are not available in the 15 ml tubes and that are new to me for their half pan versions here. Cinnabar Green Deep. This is a convenience mixture of PG7 and PY3. So super excited to have that join the half pan family. A repeat buy of Ultramarine Deep. Sadly, this color is not available in a tube. Renaissance, please, por favor, put it in, bring it in, because it is stunning. It is really beautiful, and when you mix it with the reds, oh my gosh, again, beautiful things happen. So this is a PB15-3 and PG7, and then a new to me color altogether that's not available in the tubes is this Geranium Lake PR63-1. Looks to be semi-opaque, and Mono Azo Lake. There's the pigment information there. All right, so that's new to me. And then the colors that I have already woken up here that I have in the 15 ml tubes is Chrome Oxide Green, Payne's Gray, and Hooker's Green. All right, I have those in the tubes. And I now have them in the half pan to compare them to. Still PG17 here for the Chrome Green, so that's pretty awesome. The Payne's Gray in the half pan is a PB27 and PBK11, so that's a Prussian blue, right? For PB27. Well, the Payne's Gray in the tube version is quite long. Pigment information, pigment lineup. So that's interesting. I already know how that's gonna look, the Payne's Gray, because Prussian blue, I'm familiar with it. I also have it in the tube color here, so I can always mix it on my own. This is the color that I'm most interested in. The PG7 Hooker's Green in the half pan is what will hopefully be a beautiful PG8 Hooker's Green. I fell in love with PG8 as a green pigment when I used for the first time Rosa Gallery's version, so I'm hoping that will be just as beautiful. The color that I squeezed out into the half pan from the tube, well, they chose a PY42 for the yellow, and yeah, it's a little bit dull. I'll just say that. It's a little bit dull, and I used warm water to wake them up, so we'll see if I have time to do a little bit of swatcheroonies here. So let me go ahead and put this away. Hey friends, I had to swatch, so I began with the PG17. I'm using the Michaels brand Artist Loft. cotton watercolor paper, 140-pound cold press. It's really good paper. And there's the PG-17 chromium green. I first begin with the tube and then the half pan formulation. The same thing here with the Hooker's green. And you know, I feel bad. I was kind of downing on the tube formulation of the Hooker's green, but it's beautiful. Now take a look at the half pan formulation. It's the PG8, it's single pigment, and it just blew my mind. It is so beautiful, so intense. I think it's a bit more intense than the Rosa Gallery version. I'll have to compare and see, but it's gorgeous. Next we have the Payne's Gray. Payne's Gray here is beautiful. It has 2 blues and 2 blacks, so 4 pigments. It's still good. I reach for it all the time. Take a look at this PB27 version with the PBK11. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh. That's stunning. The biggest difference we're going to see is now with the Raw Sienna. Again, PBR7 for both tube and half pan formulation. I'm glad I purchased the tube because that's going to be a good mixing color. Take a look at the color here from the half pan. I knew that was coming, but just seeing them both side to side there, unbelievable. Okay, well now that I killed my curiosity, I'll hand you back over to the haul. Hey guys, thank you if you're still watching. I had to indulge in that mixing session. It's been about, I would say 15-20 minutes since I swatched these colors out and they look beautiful. So I completely forgot that I had these other colors. I'll swatch them out on my own. No big deal. Let's go ahead and move on with the other stuff because I do have a few more things. All right, my friends. So I will advise you that I will be sharing some White Nights watercolor products. And if that is something that offends you or triggers you in any way, I ask that you can check out now and come back and visit another time. Do not leave any disrespectful comments towards me, my purchasing choices, all right? And anyone else who decides to support me in any way by leaving wonderful colors or whatever it is, comment that might trigger you. Now is the time where you can click out. I won't be offended. I don't depend on YouTube for any type of monetization. This is just for fun, and I love White Nights watercolors. All right, so with that said, I purchased these individual tubes of these beautiful colors. Some of them were repeat purchases. This one here, I don't know how to say the name, but it is a PR102 red color, and I'm hoping it's going to be close to the red ochre that I already have in my palette. I also picked up vermilion hue. I have this color in a full pan but running very low, so I thought why not go ahead and pick that color up. This is a ×3 repeat purchase. This is more of a I need a backup in case I don't see it again color. Ergazin yellow. It is a PY129, so a green gold color, and it makes the most beautifulest greens. Anything that you blend it with, especially reds, it's just very special. Green Original is a new to me color. It's a convenience mixture, and I can't wait to see what it looks like. Cobalt Blue is another repeat backup blue color. I mixed it with the Ergazin yellow, and the green that is made is beautiful. I'm also going to do the same with the blue. This is a more warmer leaning blue, PB156, so I'm curious to see how that looks. And the same thing with this ultramarine violet, PV15. I notice it doesn't say hue, whereas the Renaissance Polska ultramarine violet says hue. PB16, and this is PB15. Okay, there we go. And then for some mixing browns, burnt umber is always a good staple to have, PBR7, and then sepia. This is a, oh, okay, several pigments here, but I'm sure it will be beautiful. If you'd like to see a swatching session of all my White Nights watercolors, do let me know, okay? And let's go ahead and check out the other two palettes. All right, you guys, now is the time to share the star of the show, the Jerry's Artarama art haul. So for paper, so I'm gonna get right into it. For paper, I picked up this Speedball brand Fluid 100 cold press watercolor paper block, 100% cotton, 6x6. And look at the texture of this paper, you guys. It's glued on the top and on the bottom. So it's the first time I've ever seen a block with both sides open. But that's fine because I have one of these to just take right out. So I thought since this looks a bit abstract-ish, I thought this paper would be nice to see how it would do with the watercolor doodles. This is a very special purchase. This is a Strathmore 400 series art journal. And yeah, I'm expecting some stickers this week coming up from Etsy. And I cannot wait to make it official with some stickers on the cover. The paper that this sketchbook has, it's so beautifully woven. It's unlike anything I've ever seen before. And I don't get to see these kinds of products, you know, at least this and this at my local Michael's, you know. So why not take advantage of that? And then a simple Canson XL, good old-fashioned 9x12 paper pad. I began with this paper in my loose florals and I learned a lot, so I love it. Let's go ahead and go over some essentials here. I got the Masters Art and Crafts soap so I can give my brushes a good cleaning. I got some kneaded erasers because the one that I purchased from General's is not as, I don't know. I mean, it's okay. It does its job, but I like the Faber-Castell better. Some writing tools here. I purchased some really fancy to me pens here by Winsor and Newton. I couldn't believe they had them. I purchased the 03 and the 05. And just look at these beautiful barrels. I don't know what it is about these pens, but they're wonderful. I'll be honest, I'll probably have what do you call that, imposter syndrome using them, because I've only ever seen the best of the best use these pens. So I know that sounds silly, but I know some of you know what I mean. So I got those, and I think that's it for stuff like that. Yep. For brushes, oh my goodness, check this out. This Winsor & Newton Series 150 brush. Look at the tip on this, guys. Isn't that amazing? I can't wait to use this brush. And then look at this. They were really pushing, and not like pushing me to buy it, but they were like, look at this brand. Well, maybe they were, but either way, they were pushing it, and I purchased it. I purchased the size 10 water lily brush. I believe it's under their Creative Mark line, and it's beautiful. It is beautiful. I know it says by oh, look who we have here. This is probably Ernie. Yep. Oh, Ernie stepped in burnt umber. Oh, Ernie. 1 second, guys. I'm so sorry, guys. I wasn't expecting him to jump up. I guess he was eyeballing me from the side. He jumped right into, thank goodness, he didn't activate this color. And even with that, he jumped into the burnt umber. I checked his paw. It's okay. Okay. Where was I? Yes. This brush. Good stuff. I will use it in another video. My gosh. All right. Let's go ahead and go over the professional grade watercolors. Well, they're all, to me, professional grade. I know Van Gogh is seen more as a student grade, but to me, nah, they're professional grade in my heart. All right, so let's go ahead and take out the Van Gogh because they were $2.84 a pop. This one is already eyeing, jumping up. Boy, you better get down. I could have sworn I had another. Here we go. I knew I had another one. All right, so this is the brochure too. It's really awesome to look at. I can't stop looking at it. I don't know when it'll be, you know, the next time that I can go down there, but I'm just so happy. That's why I stocked up on these colors, because I've had such wonderful luck using Van Gogh colors. So I splurged on some beautiful, unique to me tubes and some dusk colors for the half pans. So a Holbein, my goodness, if it wasn't for my friend Sunday Berries sending me that Holbein palette, I would have never known about it. So here we go, PB35. I prefer PB35 because I tried Winsor & Newton's PB35 cerulean, so I thought I would also continue using Holbeins because it is so different and so beautiful. Oh, bless you. Let's see here. For the Winsor & Newton Professional grade, there you go. Potter's Pink, PR 233. Opera Rose, PR 122. Is it PR 122? Yes, it is PR 122. And then PB60 and Danthrin Blue. So some beautiful mixing colors right here. And then last but not least, we got some dusk green here. I already have dusk violet and dusk pink. And then for the tubes, we have these two beautiful turquoise colors, convenience mixtures, turquoise blue and turquoise green, but both very different with how they are mixed indeed. The green, no, this is the blue. Yep, the blue is mixed with PB15 and PG7, and the green is mixed with two blues. Okay. Hey, I don't care. I'm good. Light oxide red. I love having an Indian red, light red in my stash. So this is a PR 101. Look at this, you guys. Pyro orange. How fun. I didn't even know Van Gogh sold a pyro orange. PO 73. We have here a good opaque yellow. I love Indian yellow. This is PY 70. Oh no, PY 83. Why I was gonna say PY 70. Yeah, either way. Olive green, convenience mixture here. PG7 and PY 154. And oh, we have Meowzilla. All right, cattail. Sorry, I'm holding him. Last but not least, we have azomethine green, which I didn't even look in the store, the pigment information, like I did for all the others. For some reason, I thought, well, that's a fancy name, that's a fancy color, so I'll take it. And it is a PY 129. So I have Van Gogh's version of a green gold, and that just makes me all sorts of happy. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I am done. I am so proud of myself for sharing all of this with you. These kinds of hauls are so few and far in between, and I'm just so happy that I was able to share. Say hi, Ernie. My beautiful boy. I was so happy to share. Yes, I was. All right, you guys. I appreciate if you're still watching, and thank you so much for stopping by today. It is still Saturday. I can't believe it. And I will see you all really soon, okay? Bye-bye.